get everybody introduce themselves.
Hey, y'all. This is Sonya Kyser.
I'm Johnelle Causwell.
I'm Coach Kizzy.
I'm Queen Lima. What's up?
Hey, girl. Hey. And we are just so excited to be with each other.
Yes.
Because it is a female sisterhood and this great feeling of camaraderie and supporting each other in these, television endeavors.
Yes.
Yeah.
Girl power.
From day one, baby.
From day one.
Yes,
Yeah, so how did we get all started as super friends? How did this group of female super sheroes come about?
Well, I just remember our teacher at that basic studio production class. I believe it was Mr. Damien. Shout out to Mr. Damien.
What's up?
He used to call us.
Brandon!
Right, AKA Brandon.
As per Johnelle.
But I that's the first time I heard of it. But then Saleema said Keith, who was his fill-in, he's the one predicted that we should do something, even though I think we pretty much already knew. We were stuck. We were stuck with each other.
We just stuck from day one.
Yeah.
No, because the thing is that we started out as a bigger group in that studio class, and then the men just fell off.
They just shrink little by little, right?
Yeah, and we were the four that remained, and we came every week. Was it, 6 weeks?
4 or 6 weeks, yeah.
I don't remember.
I thought it was 4 weeks.
It was 4.
It was 4.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me those people couldn't even hang
They
4 weeks?
They didn't hang 2 weeks, okay? 2 weeks.
Yeah. No.
Now wait, did we just graduate us 4? I thought it was
No,
4.
it was another guy, I think.
Was there? I don't
Yeah, no,
recall.
he was with us most of the way. Like one guy came one time, and then the other guy, he was with us, but then he fell off.
wasn't
So it was
there
only
last-
us?
It was only us.
Yeah,
We were the only ones
yeah.
that finished that class.
Supa-Friends!
And the thing is that we just vibed together.
We commanded space, yeah.
And we just had so much fun together, and we found all these commonalities.
Yes. We're all
And I was
transplants.
Yes. Big up Jamrock.
Big up BX, baby.
Yes, boogie down, bro.
And it's Jersey in the building. New
The north, yes.
But we each came in with different ideas of what we wanted to do with the training, right? What did everybody come in wanting to do?
Well, I was a newbie to the whole production thing, and Coach Kizzy was like, come on, Saleema, let's do this. So we started with the podcast.
So you guys were friends before.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We're good. That's my girl.
That's my sister. Yeah.
Yes, we're not friends. We sisters.
Yeah, we
Yes.
sisters. So, we just started like that, and then she was telling me, take this class, this is what we signing up for. And I'm like, okay, let's do it. And that's how I'm here.
Yeah. We came up with a idea for a podcast during the pandemic. And it took us that long to get started. So once we had the opportunity to come outside and take these classes, we were like, okay, let's get in this podcast and get the certification, and we'll really get things going.
Coach Kizzy, you are the one who was like, let's take action. We're going to do this.
She's
We're
the
gonna
one.
do this.
Well, I'm a production lover. I love all things production, whether it's podcasting, TV, film, radio. I hear we might be having a radio station in the building.
Wait, what?
Oh, yeah. Tyreek put the bucket
What?
Yes.
Oh,
so
yes, that's dope.
Just excited about anything production. So.
But Kizzy, you've been doing stuff in other states too, right?
Yeah, so I'm an independent producer in Atlanta. Well, I started in Atlanta when I was still a student at Clark Atlanta University.
Clark
Shout out to
Atlanta
CAU.
in the house.
I became an independent producer. Back then they were calling it Access Television. I think now they call it Community Television. But I started with People TV, which is PTV, and it's still around. And then when I moved back home to New York after school, I was like, well, since I have the producer's certification, let me see what's going on in New York. And then I did my research and found out that every state pretty much, or every city, has a cable access television station. So no matter where I go, whether I'm visiting or if I'm there, because I like to bounce around from different cities, so I'm a risk taker. So I'll go somewhere and be like, let me try this out for 6 months or a year. Wherever I go, I find the cable access television station.
Yeah.
You'd sniff them out.
Yeah. So
And it's so crazy because I'm used to being in front of the camera.
yeah, on a
And
professional.
like with doing music videos and dancing on tours for
Yeah,
different
tell people who
artists.
you are.
Oh,
don't be shy. Don't be cool.
Wait a minute, dancing on tours. Who do you dance on tour with?
I used to
Introduce
be
yourself
with-
for real. Who are you?
I
Well-
used to dance with Miss Whitney Houston.
What? Say
Mr.
what now?
Bobby Brown. I did the Remember the Time video.
No way,
Naughty by
Saleema.
Nature.
Naughty by
OPP.
Nature. Yes,
a
yes.
lot of
How am I
music
just finding
videos.
this out now?
I know, super friend. I'm
Oh.
sorry. You supposed to have superpowers. You're
I
supposed
know.
to
I'm supposed to have this super knowledge.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm surprised. I thought they knew this.
No.
I don't
Did you know
really
Are you shy? Let me find
I'm
out.
not shy. I'm just.
She never mentioned it because, like, I straight up would be flexing that I was in somebody like Whitney Houston's video.
I'd be like, hi,
No, not
I
her
danced to
videos.
Whitney
I was
Houston's
on
video.
tour.
on tour with her. That's even better.
I know.
Like,
Oh my
come on.
God.
It's a
Gosh.
blessing. It's a blessing. It's a
I'm gonna have to
blessing.
big her up. She not telling the truth. This girl has done so many things. Okay, most
Tell.
of the old school videos that we watch today, she's in it. She's been in it.
Saleema, say what?
Yes. Start running them off. Name this. Start naming. Go ahead. Come on. I said naughty by nature. You did
Was
that
you
with
on
OPP.
self-destruction? Was you on self-destruction?
Oh, that was shot across the
No,
street from my
I
house.
wasn't.
It was.
Yes.
What
cousins-
about Belle Biv DeVoe?
I did the New Edition tour.
Oh, what?
Didn't.
Those
No,
are my
you
boys.
didn't.
She's modest.
BBD, those are my boys.
So you got
Oh
to meet
my
The New
Ronnie. You got
Edition.
to meet Ronnie.
Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky,
and
and
Mike.
Mike. If I like the girl, who cares who you like?
I'm so
Yeah, so
jealous.
it was interesting. It was a lot of fun. So that's why I think that my niche is, the podcast, getting the people, interviewing. I just need that battery in my back to push all that material I have through.
Yeah, we all have like such, ideas bubbling around our heads and things we want to do, and it's just getting that motivation and getting that energy to get it out.
The motivation is there. It's just the procrastinator.
I'm telling you.
I don't see you as a procrastinator. You just got a lot going on these days. You know.
Okay, she's
Yeah.
so sweet. That's why I love her.
But everybody is so busy, and the thing is that I actually when I was a young child in Kingston, Jamaica, I was a host for a children's television show called Vibrations.
Yeah, that's right. You did say that.
And so it was so much fun, and I used to do competitive dancing in Jamaica.
Oh, well, girl, you got to show me some of them. I was just doing this with my son. I was like, that was a dance.
We should have a dancing, and I never knew about the resources and the facilities that were here until I was serving on the Charlotte International Cabinet, which is a city board, and I was just literally chatting with the city clerk, and he started talking about community access, and then all this all the resources and the classes, and then I showed up to do the orientation with Tariq, and then I got all, and I was like, really?
Right?
We
I can get
do
all of this? Yeah.
Like, I can learn all this stuff. I can have a show. And then all of these like juices kept flowing, and I just got ideas, and I was like, my two things I'm so passionate about are politics and travel. And so I'm like the biggest Anthony Bourdain fan because he fused the two so nicely. And Rick Steves does a real good job too. But politics and travel, and I was like, I just want to talk about, I want to learn about, I want to share about, politics and travel. And so here we are. That's how I came to be part of Super Friends. What about you, Sonya?
Oh,
You are in production too,
Yes.
right? Like, yeah.
And she's great at it. Don't be
Come on,
modest.
big
on
Like,
that.
don't be
dog.
modest.
Come on,
Don't
big
be
dog.
hiding like Saleema over there.
I mean,
Tell the people who you are.
Yeah.
well,
Oh my gosh.
you know.
Oh,
I'm the
oh.
SONYA. The brothers say hi. A.
Oh, and she's an MC, y'all. See, we ain't know
It all
that.
comes out now.
Right?
It all out.
So basically, as far as Charlotte is concerned, I got my start basically doing BTS for some independent films. Then I got into podcasting. And then it was like 2 or 3 people all reminded me about Access 21. And I had heard about Access 21 some years ago. But you know how you hear about something, you kind of put it to the side and you don't come back to it?
Absolutely.
But I also am a person who doesn't always believe in coincidences. And so at this particular stage of my life, when I had just started doing this independent movie thing, 3 people had mentioned Access 21. I said, that's it, Lord, I'm coming. I'm going to listen. So
3 people. It says things happen in 3.
Yeah. So it was like 3 people mentioned to it. I said, all right, well, let me check it out. And then same thing. I got here and I was like, okay, I can do this. Okay. I have a lot of ideas swirling in my head. So
Super Friends.
Super Friends.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's like, James, you're going to have to work with me.
James.
Shout out to James.
Shout out to James.
You're going to have to, let me loose a little bit. But I had some ideas, and so I'm glad to be here. Everybody's been friendly. It's been a really good experience. Prior to Charlotte, your girl used to rhyme a little bit back in the day. Don't ask me to say anything.
It's too late. We're going to ask you. We're going to put you on the spot.
Cat's out the bag.
One of my old producers used to produce for Mobb Deep. Shout out to Storm, and
okay.
He still works in the industry, working with a few artists and everything back home, and they're all in New York and stuff. But so yeah,
that's dope.
That is really.
You gotta spit. You gotta spit.
Awesome.
Just give me a
man. Oh, and you know what?
Give me
and not to put it out here, but
give us some bars.
Why not? Don't you know? My raggedy ex lost my tape.
That is a raggedy ex. If he lost your tape, that is a raggedy ex.
No.
Wait, what tape of you? Like audio
I only
video
had
or?
one tape because when you're doing your stuff,
yes,
your
you put
keep everything. So all I had was the one tape of my stuff. I didn't have duplicates.
Oh, I know you be thinking about that and be sick.
I get upset every other day. I swear to God.
Every other day.
Every
other day.
You're raggedy for losing my tape.
You raggedy for losing my tape.
Raggedy. Whoever get in front of the Super Friends.
And he knows who he is too. He knows.
We're not gonna put you on blast. You know who you are.
You know who you are. Losing her tape.
Yes.
Losing her tape.
But that's all right. We'll get some new stuff. Some up and coming.
Yeah, some new fresh
stuff.
Yeah, new fresh stuff.
Some grown and sexy. Now you
Right.
grown.
Right.
Yes.
You grown.
But the thing is that, guys, I'm always so grateful that I was in that class, that group with you all.
Yeah, so am I.
Because
I would have been so jealous.
Oh my God.
Because seeing them super friends, I'd have been like, who are they?
You wasn't there?
Right, if I wasn't there. I would have been with them.
Because it made everything so fun.
Yes.
And we had such a great time. We were vibing. And it was just like all this like female support.
It was
like,
genuine too.
Yeah.
It was genuine.
And what I love is because so many people, or you hear it, I don't believe it, but like females can't work together. I don't believe that.
I don't either.
No.
I don't.
That's some bunch of haters.
Yeah, like I mean, I am big on just supporting females in general.
Yes.
So I was happy.
Girl power.
I didn't think twice about us connecting. I was just hoping that we could do it more often, and we still can.
We still do. We still do.
It's been a year.
Been a year.
No. Has it?
This summer will be a year.
Wait, when did we start?
I think like July. I know it's not.
It was the summer.
It was
you
the
know why?
summertime.
Because he was talking about the shoes.
The shoes?
Oh,
The
right. We
shoes,
had to have
like we
sneakers.
couldn't wear like open-toe shoes
And
and
I
stuff.
came up, one time I popped in with slippers.
Oh, yeah.
And I had to hide my
And
toes.
Kizzy used to come from work and she used to have to go run and change her shoes.
Yeah, I
And you
always have
guys would
sneakers
try
in
to
the car.
cover for me when I forgot
Right.
and showed up with my slippers.
Safety first.
Safety
Yes.
first.
Safety first.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, but it was just so great. And like, our instructors, like they who were teaching us and showing us the ropes, they felt the vibe too. They felt the vibe.
They saw what we didn't know. Well, we weren't thinking about that. We were individually trying to accomplish our goals, but they saw something big. And obviously Tyreek as well. No, he knows that there's something there, because it took Saleema just mentioning us, and he's like, wait a minute, Super Friends. That sounds interesting. What's that about? So world, get to know us. Super Friends. Don't forget these faces.
We coming. We're coming. We are coming. I told you that we won't stop.
But the same way, like how we joined the class and we found each other and we found this support, the same way that other people can come and join and find that, like, such a great group of people to fulfill your passions with, to do. Fulfill all of the things of your dreams of doing broadcasting and producing and all this stuff. Yeah, and you can have like a support group, because you guys are really a support group for me. Because I remember, and I was so proud of this, the first show I did, I remember I got my production certification 9 p.m.
You jumped
on
into
Thursday and Friday 6 p.m.
It was shooting.
And you all showed up for me.
Of course, you needed us.
All showed up for me.
That show was awesome.
We had a good time.
Everybody here was thinking I was crazy.
What do you mean doing a production?
Doing like going right into production with so many guests and two shows.
That's right. You had all of those guests and everything.
With the previous mayor of Charlotte.
Mayor Roberts. J-Rob. Mayor Roberts.
She sure did.
Yes.
And we were the production crew behind it.
But what made you want to do live to tape?
Well, to be honest, I really needed it to get on air before the election, and
it was election time. Yeah,
the most expedient, efficient way to do it, because I would have lost time had I had to edit.
Okay. Yeah.
Girl, that was live to tape. She did a show live to tape, and for those who don't know what that is,
it's not easy.
That's it.
One and done.
There is no editing. There is no retake. There is no do-overs. It is what it is.
But you made it work. I think we had maybe 2 takes.
I remember there were a couple starts because there was an issue with the mic. Was it? There was a mic issue, and I remember having to restart a couple times. But then once we got rolling,
you did a great job.
It was awesome. I was so honored to be a part of that. I really, it came out so dope. You killed it.
We were shaking and baking on that.
Yeah,
right. We were rocking on that one.
Listen,
thank you.
Gotta
guys.
Just do it. Thank you
guys.
Yeah.
And it was so special that you guys were my crew on my very first show, and I will hold that in my heart forever.
I know.
Forever.
Oh my gosh. I'm a crybaby. Stop.
She is.
I'm a crybaby.
Be careful.
That was dope.
We don't have any makeup or anything to touch.
But like Johnelle was saying, Kizzy was saying, Sonya was saying, we are super friends, but the experience just from Access 21 is amazing. The equipment that they have, where you can go hands-on, and me, like I said, being probably the newest with production, sitting there like, no, I can't do that. I'm not going to do the camera. Kizzy, come here. You do the camera. She's like, go ahead. And I made it happen. We also did a video, remember?
You did a video?
We filmed a video for, what's his name?
Who? Mystery
person. Yes. He was a producer as well. What is his name? Jay. He's a rapper.
Right.
Oh,
right.
Wow.
And we did his video. And
I forgot about that.
See?
Shout out to Jay. What's up,
Jay? Shout out.
He actually just dropped a new video on YouTube, so we will have to plug that in.
See? Shout out. Here we go. And they had their own equipment, and I was like, Kizzy, I'm not doing that. And she took it. She rocked it.
Wow.
I did the sound a little bit. We did the lights.
We did the floor director.
It was just the two of us.
It was just the two of you. What?
And we went in there and got busy.
Just the two of us.
Right.
We can make it if we try.
We did it.
And we also have a good relationship with him as well. Like
Yes.
he's cool people. Like, you know, and he's always looking to like include us, or you know, if he's got something new coming up, you know, he'll let us know.
Yeah, he'll text us.
But that's what I like about being in environments like this. If you're a creative, you know, like I consider myself a creative, and being in environments like this when you get to be around other creative people,
It's inspiring.
it's so rare that as adults, you know, like when you're in high school or even college, you can take certain classes that will be geared towards being around other creatives, you know,
And
you
build
take
that
some
camaraderie. Yeah.
But as an adult, you don't really get a chance to be in a room full of other creatives. And so here we get to be around other creatives, and I really, really love that. I really
I do
love
too.
the energy of being around other creative people, of people with all kind of different talents. It's like a great thing. And I don't know, I just really love it. I get inspired by it.
Good. I
my
like
gosh.
that.
Well.
Yeah, no, it really is inspiring, and just, you know, being on this journey with you guys, you know, because I was like, oh my gosh, like I want to do this thing. How is it gonna go? And you know, we just did it.
Yeah, we was
just
like, let's
did
go, let's do it. And,
Well, that means we have to do more. So
yeah.
that means we need to come back.
And it's so funny because we have a group text.
Yes,
Oh, yes,
we do.
we
That's
do.
all
And
I'm
it's
saying.
called
Super
Super
Friends.
Friends Productions.
Hey, Super Friends
we've
Productions.
been
I like
manifesting this and not even realizing.
So, right.
know.
Because that's the
I
name of
know.
our chat.
Yeah.
Super
What
Friends
you done started?
So it's official. We are Super Friends Productions.
Hey,
and y'all stay tuned because we'll have some things going
Y'all
on.
seen it manifesting
That's
here.
right.
Y'all
And
seen
you heard it
manifesting.
first on Access 21, baby.
Access 21.
And the great thing about it is that we all have like producer certifications. So if you are looking for producers and editors, we're all in here with editors. Control room certification. I'm working on that next. Saleema will be working on it next. And then finally, director. We'll have a director soon. So everything you need is right here. Yeah. Everything you need is in this room. It's right here in this room.
Right here. Right here.
You want to take those classes and get to being a director.
Yes.
Because, you know, the director gets to call the
They call it
camera.
shots.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and
Directors
I
in
don't want
control.
anybody calling my
My
camera
shots.
angles. You know, I want to call my own angles. So absolutely.
So tell us about the control room class. Like, what was that like?
yeah.
What do
was
I have to look forward to?
I'm gonna be honest. The control room class was I was a little nervous.
Really?
Really?
Little
But you
nervous.
got this, Sonya. You're in production. This is
But
what you
the
do.
control room has different components. And
Technical directing.
and the sound,
yeah,
the
graph,
sound
yeah,
person
audio.
is included
the
with that.
sound is
The
tricky.
sound, the graphics thing.
Right. With the names
I'm
and
gonna be
putting all of
honest,
that.
y'all. James, you listening? James, lean in.
Come
Lean
here,
in good,
James.
James.
Listen.
James, this is for you.
We could use some new software, James.
Oh.
Lean in, James.
Message.
New software. If you didn't catch that, new software.
I mean, I love what we got, but you know. So it's like you have to learn that the graphics piece to it, and then learning how to deal with that live, because a lot of shows, some people don't even use it, but some people do. So live during the production, you have to be on it, queuing up their lower thirds.
Thirds. I was gonna say
you
lower
know,
thirds. Yeah.
and, I remember hearing the term bug for the first time, and I was like,
Bug?
What is that?
Exactly,
What is
right? I was like, what?
Let me
And
see
then
if I can
someone
guess.
else-
Scared of bugs.
What is
Well,
it?
that's right.
Let me see if I can get. All right, so here we
got
go.
a bug.
We're gonna do a test. You said bug, right?
I said
So
a bug.
what's the scenario so I could pick out what the bug is, maybe?
I'm putting it on this TV screen. I'm putting a bug on the TV screen.
Oh.
It's a graphic.
Oh, like a word, or is it text?
I'm looking
And
at
the
you
graphic.
to give me an answer. I'm like,
Why you staring at like?
you saw me. I'm
I know
like,
about the lower thirds. Your
So
title on the
here's the thing.
bottom.
So the last time I used the term bug, the person that was in my class, and you know who you are,
She's in the building.
tried to argue with me. Well, I'm gonna say argue. Let me know, informed me that I might have been using the terminology incorrectly. Right?
Okay.
So, a bug is a graphic that goes on the screen and it kind of just stays there like a little raggedy bug. That's basically, I think, the gist of it. Marlo, is that right? Am I accurate?
Like, so,
Kinda?
So give an example,
yeah,
like what type of
would
graphic?
be a bug? Yeah.
So that could be, I guess it's like a logo or just like kind of
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Like something on the bottom of the screen or something?
Well, that's the lower. Well, the lower third is just the title.
Different from the lower
okay.
thirds. Different from the regular lower thirds. So I was just calling. What was I calling? I think I was calling the lower thirds a bug or whatever. I was like, put the bug up. Hurry up. You know. And the person was like, nah, that's not the bug. But I was like, but so and so was telling me it's the bug. So anyway, but the control room class, to spin it back, is, you know, it can be a little intimidating. I was a little intimidated. There's a lot of moving parts. So you do have the sound aspect of it and working with sound. You do have the computer aspect of it and working with the graphics on the computer and learning how to cue those up in real time with the production. And some productions can have multiple graphics. So if you have a show that has like 4 or 5 people, I might have to have lower thirds for all 4 or 5 of those people, plus the graphic possibly for the name of the show, which that might be considered the bug, right? And then you have your opening and closing edits, so credits, and all of that you have to queue up in real time.
And be
then
ready
you
to
also
roll.
have to learn how
So
to
you're sitting there.
doing that. Yep, exactly.
Wow.
And then you also have to learn how to do the switcher. So that's switching the camera angles. So the director is calling the cameras to the actual studio room, but they're also calling it to the person working the switcher in the studio. So you got to switch those angles and make sure you get your fade to black right. You know. So it's a lot of moving parts. I really wish the class would have lasted longer. It was a 4-week class. I really think it could have been like 6 weeks, because all those moving parts, I feel like I could have had a little bit more practice on, but the labs help you get that additional practice.
That's
but
dope.
yeah, it's pretty intense. It's pretty intense.
So how many labs do you have to do? Because how many labs did
4.
we have to do? 4, right?
Four.
And you have to do 4 for
Four is the
control.
magic number.
Oh my gosh, those labs though. Those labs.
We were like, come on,
oh
give us the
my
labs.
gosh. It's such a great learning experience.
I never
though.
made it through the labs. I had to test out,
What?
which is harder than the labs because I had to do everything by myself.
Oh, wow.
Oh no,
Everything,
Kizzy.
lighting, camera, floor director, everything. But I was adamant because I was not going to take that class over.
No,
I know that's
no,
right.
Kizzy.
Pay my $25 and I'm testing out.
I know
So,
that's
yeah.
right. So, what was your favorite part of the basic studio class, or just doing basic studio?
I think just like learning about all the stuff in the studio, you know, like the lighting. By the way, that's my least favorite.
I was getting ready to say, you saw we all look like you said lighting.
I know.
But it's something we need because
know. It's
without
like-
lighting, oh my
You
goodness.
cannot
Lighting is hard.
start your shot. You
No,
can't even do
you
anything
can't.
without lighting. But it is my least favorite thing to do.
And you wouldn't think that lighting would be so difficult.
It is very
so
difficult.
time
Oh my
consuming.
Gosh. And then it's like, wait, there's a shadow.
Right.
Like, wait.
And you want everybody
Oh
to be
my
like,
God.
"Shh, don't see the shadow."
Don't
but
see the shadow. Let's roll.
Yeah.
Let's roll.
That's
and then
so true.
And then you have to scurry up the ladder and move in those lights and like unscrewing them and screwing them back in and
doing
moving
the
the plugs.
fans and
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Every time I had to
Yeah.
scurry up the ladder, I was like, Lord help me.
I do believe they're getting ready to start a class here for that. So a whole
Is
lighting, yeah, which I
it?
plan
I thought
to
they
enroll 'cause
started that
Oh, did they?
already. I think
It might.
they
I don't
had
know if
one.
it's
with
a
what's her
one-off,
name?
but
The lady who was showing.
Is it
Yeah, Rachel.
Was it
Yeah,
Rachel?
Rachel.
she has a
Rachel
master's in
online.
lighting, and I didn't
She
even
has
know
a
they offer that.
master's
Yeah,
in
she has a
lighting?
master's in
Wow.
lighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely take that class
Yeah.
because I just think it's the most tedious thing.
Yeah, I mean, and it's needed. It's very
Yes.
necessary.
Yeah.
You know,
And if you could do lighting, you could work on any production, television, film, commercials. I used to work on music videos.
Right.
So you could do all of that stuff if you know lighting.
Yeah. No, it really is critical to the production.
Yeah, very much so. Very much so. That's the
So,
hardest part.
in other words, we're trying to tell everyone, if you want to get into production, go on down to your cable access television. If you're in Charlotte, you
Access
know where to go.
21.
It's all here.
Bam.
But if you're not, if you're watching us online, just do a Google search and find where you're, what city you're in, and what the name of that cable access television station.
Yes. It's a lot of fun, good equipment. We
Yeah.
got the Rodecaster here, which anybody who's in the podcasting should know. Roadcasters is like one of the things that a lot of people use with their podcasts.
And it's expensive, so if you can't afford
I use it. I love it. I absolutely love
We
it.
got the Shure joints. We got the Shure mics over here. Like you know, it's good.
I don't think mine is
it's
a
good
Shure
money.
mic.
It's good money.
We have the green screen, so you can add your, graphics in there. All kind of stuff. We got cameras around here.
Sony cameras at
And
that.
this is the podcast studio. This is not even the regular production.
That's right.
Come check it out. Come for a tour.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
but
can-
speaking of podcasts, you've got a podcast, Saleema.
Absolutely, I do. It's called Old School Kickback.
Old School Cake Bag. Hello. So tell us about it.
It's in my pocket.
Pull it out your pocket. Let's
I need
see
to
it.
put it in. I need to get it going out. Anyway, it's about old school versus new school. Old school collaborate with new school. Everything old school, everything new school. You want to talk about so for instance,
Rotary
we
dial
had-
phones.
Oh, no.
That's a good one, right?
Y'all remember those?
With
Yes,
the long
with the
cords that you can take in
long
different rooms.
My son and I were talking about clubbing and hanging out. I just had him here with me one day, and I was like, "Come on, son, let's knock it out." And we sitting here, we just having a conversation, because that's what podcasting is. You're just having a conversation. And I called up a couple of people where they had their input. Bottom line is we were talking about how much fun we used to have, the
Back in
house
the day.
parties we would go to.
Oh, yeah.
With no worries. My sons be like, "Ma, can I go to that?" Oh, heck no, you're not going to no house party. You going where? Who's going?
Yes.
Where is it? What time is it? I'm calling you off.
Give me your geolocation.
What?
That's right.
It's
Turn
just,
your tracker
it's just
on.
totally different now. Things
Yeah.
are just foolish. And it's not even like the people who are club age that's getting shot up
It's
and
everyone.
violence.
Yeah, it's everybody.
Like from 13 to 18, really. 13 to 18 is the age group where most of the violence is happening. That
Wow.
age group, and it's ridiculous. 13? What grade are you in 13?
Yeah.
When you're 13.
Well, in New York, I was in the clubs at 13.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is it?
I was in the clubs.
But that's what I'm saying. But it's
I was in those
yeah,
clubs.
that's exactly what I'm saying. Now I be scared to death because you got these little kids shooting up, don't have no control, don't have no strength, so they pulling the trigger and it's going all over the place. It's just. Anyway, bottom line is it was a deep conversation. It was deep.
But why is it in your pocket though? Is what I'm wondering.
That's because I was thinking maybe since I'm in Access 21 that we can do some things with it today. So I have my.
that's what she
why
mean.
it's in her
That's why it's in my pocket, because I got my
That's
little
why it's in her
You can also
pocket.
get your sound cards from Access 21.
Everything you need pretty much is
They
here.
provide those. And I have a card for this, and I have video too.
Oh, wow. So you have all the resources, like everything.
I have shows and shows and shows.
Oh my God.
So that's what when she made the comment earlier that she's procrastinating. That's what she's made. That's what she meant.
and
Because
you know she has this.
We started this during the
that's-
pandemic. This is why she's
this
here
is
to get this
out,
certification.
yeah.
But when she's ready, when she's ready.
So
Well, listen, now you guys have me thinking, and I, of course, my two passions, politics and travel, and I've done a couple political shows. It's time for me to do a travel show.
Yeah, I need you on my
A travel
podcast.
show.
I love traveling.
Oh
Let's
my
please.
gosh! Do you remember that's how we first bonded when we were interviewing each other?
Yeah. Talking about the
I think
different
I was
islands.
interviewing you, Saleema, and we were just like talking about places that we'd
Oh, the
been.
favorite islands,
yes,
the favorite
Barbados,
Uh-huh.
and
beaches and all this stuff and
Well, I have a podcast, Brunch, Travel, and Jump. So the travel part, I want you to come on.
Brunch, Travel,
and Jump.
That's
and jump.
brunch.
Jump. So that came about during the pandemic when we were locked down. and it was a way of challenging myself because I've always been behind the scenes producing. I said, let me try to get in front of. I'm not in front of this camera person, so even doing this right now, just being here, this is not me. Like I'm the one who's back there, like ready, go, mic. So it was a way of putting myself out there. So brunch, because I love to connect with my friends. We were always in New York. We would go out and we would meet up for brunch, and then we would go to a double Dutch event.
Wow.
So, and the travel is because I love travel. I used to be a travel agency. I used to own an online travel agency. So it was like,
oh my gosh,
what a great way to put this together.
That's amazing.
So that's what I said.
You said you were a travel agent.
I used to own a travel agency.
Oh,
so
wow.
Of course, I know how to be a traveler, but yes, I used to help people to get their certifications. And
well, girl, we need to talk because I'm doing my travel agency training right now.
Okay.
Well, then yes,
I wish I had the patience for that.
We need to talk because I'm just all about travel, and I actually started doing some niche travel bookings for artists. So, like, if artists need to be like get this one like. The tricky stuff, I get a phone call. Like, we got some Trinidadian DJs who need to be in Bermuda this weekend, but they don't don't have a U.S. visa, so they can't transit through the U.S. And the Caribbean, if you're going anywhere else, you transit through the U.S. to go. So I had to fly them to London and fly them over to Bermuda and like do this like within 2 days. Like,
wow. I don't have to. Oh my gosh, it even takes me forever to just book a flight to go see my son in Oklahoma. He goes to Oklahoma State University.
Oh,
shout out to
Oklahoma.
I've been holding that sneeze for.
God
you
bless
okay? No, but we gotta talk about because I'm all about travel and I love to find a deal.
Back into it.
I love to find deals too.
And
it's just I don't have the patience. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm looking in Verbo, I'm looking in what's the other thing, Airbnb, and I'm like, I don't know what this looks like. I can't do it. I need a travel agent. I do.
Hello, the two of us are here. The two of us are here.
That's not a bad idea. I haven't really traveled much since the pandemic. I only traveled once. I used to do a group travel.
Oh, wow.
I've always wanted to do that. I've never done that.
Like the emails and the groups, but I haven't traveled with them.
Shout out to CMB out in Jersey. So CMB Travel used to book these really cool events. We would go
CMB Travel.
We would go to Jamaica. We went to DR, Mexico.
Yeah.
And they would bring like 5 DJs.
Wow.
What? We would take over the pool. It was like,
and that's where the money is, the group travel.
It was like spring break for adults. And then we take over the airport. So imagine you got like 50
oh my
people
gosh,
that's
so much.
Taking
Like
over the airport. We all got our t-shirts on.
You got DJs traveling with you.
Yeah.
And you meet there. It's like,
you can fly on your own, but most of the people, she would book our flights together with the package. So we would all meet at the airport. So flights are going out, let's say 8 in the morning. You got 50 people, all from, with this
that one
group,
club.
all got our same t-shirts on.
That's so dope. I want to do that.
So you get on the plane and the stewardess will be like, we have a travel group on board with us. Yeah, it was fun. So,
I love it.
I used to do that because I didn't have anybody to travel with. So I traveled with a group. But
how did you find them?
Yeah,
I actually knew the woman that ran it. I know her and her daughter. So that's how I got into it. So I did like a small thing with them. They did the Black Ski Weekend, and I went and did that with them.
That sounds fun.
And I really enjoyed it. Like, and mainly I enjoyed how she handled everything. And her name is Crystal Brent. I love how she handled everything.
Organized.
Yeah, because that's a lot.
Extremely organized. Not only she organized, and that was like a bus ride from like Jersey to, where do they do that stuff? In Pennsylvania,
upstate, yeah. Pennsylvania? Because
we went to Pennsylvania. And so she packed food for us. Jello shots on the bus ride. She had raffles for us. Like, she really, really takes care, and she incorporates that same ethic, those same standards when she does her group travel. So you travel in a group, you get an itinerary. There's usually, 1 or 2 parties, pool parties. There'll be a group dinner. And it's just like a cool thing, a group excursion. So you're not tied down to where you have to do all your excursions with the group, but she will do like one big group excursion.
That is so. I would love to organize something like that.
It's a lot of work. I would never.
It is a lot of work, but it's fun.
I would. You know why? Because I like
up.
to entertain, and I feel like that's kind of entertaining because you're getting everybody together and you're planning all of these fun events and stuff like that. That's why. Oh my God.
Well, then the Super Friends, we have to do something.
Yes, we do. We have to do something as Super Friends.
Because one thing is, all you need is 10 people to get a group discount. As you know.
Oh yeah.
You can fly for free. I mean, for cheap, you can get a hotel for cheap.
Oh yes.
All you need is 10. You
10 people.
10 is the magic number.
Because I've been traveling with my group of friends from high school.
Okay.
We went to
you've
high
been doing this
school
a long time.
in Jamaica, and we all live in the U.S., like all over the U.S. now, and every year we take a trip together, and I'm kind of the default travel agent, and like I'm also now the default wedding coordinator because one of our group is getting married 2 weeks from now in the Virgin Islands.
Oh,
and so I've been helping coordinate the whole
island?
thing.
St. Thomas?
St. Thomas.
Oh, I love St.
Thomas. St. Thomas. I love me some Virgin Islands.
St. Thomas. Yeah,
love me some Virgin Islands.
Nice.
But so it's been really great to have like the solid group of people, that we travel together all the time. I mean, some of us like will travel more than once a year, but we have that set group trip once a year.
Is it usually around the same time?
Yeah, usually it's towards the end of the year. Last year, it was right after the election, and that was done on purpose.
You needed a stress reliever.
That was I was actually like, no, like I'm gonna be so busy, and we're gonna be so in such a celebratory mood, and then no, I just needed to get the heck out of Dodge.
Yeah, I hear you, chica.
Well, I would love that. I haven't been able to travel since I became a mom. So my daughter's now 15 and my son is 3. No, seriously, like when I was in my 20s, I did a lot of traveling. I was just someone who enjoyed life in the 20s. I had my daughter at 33, and it's like once I became a mom, it was just all about work and running business and just mom. So the only traveling I'm doing is domestic these days, but I would love to do some international traveling and get out, just to get together with more girls as a group.
Girls, we need to go to Italy.
I know.
Oh my
God. For anyone out there that wants to book the Super Friends, we are willing to travel wherever you want.
We don't need to. We're going to book right here. I need a production.
That's what I mean. Like if you need the Super Friends to come, do a little production for you.
Yeah, we have everything you need. We have podcast equipment, camera setups, everything, audio. So
you
don't have to be in the studio to get the same quality type work. We have that.
Yeah. Right?
Just
right?
Super Friends Productions.
Don't
forget.
Oh my gosh. And you'll just have such a great time because we're all such fun.
Right.
As you can see.
Yes.
But that's so important, like in life with work and anything you do, to be able to like enjoy, doing stuff with people, working with people, have a great relationship, and just because it makes it takes the stress out of things.
Absolutely.
Yes, I agree.
Absolutely. Like when I walked in the studio, didn't even know Johnelle was going to be here. And she's like, do I hear something? And I'm like, I love you. I miss you. It was just like
you were doing a production.
So Saleema was a guest on the Spotlight, the Access 21 Spotlight.
Oh yeah,
and I was crewing. I was camera. I was floor directing. Floor directing. And so the funny thing is, I had my mic on, and it was live, and James was on the other end. And as I saw Saleema, I just started screaming. And then all I hear is, "Who gave Johnelle a mic?"
Oh my goodness. You saw your good friend.
And I just started, like, out of nowhere, you know, just
We were like,
started
pictures.
Love it. Love
Yes,
it.
that's just the effect. It's awesome.
Well, so how are we going to wrap this up, y'all? What are we doing? Because we can't leave here and not have something going on.
I know.
This is just too coincidental that we are here together.
Yes.
Someone coined the name
Serendipity.
Supa-Friends. I like that word.
Serendipity.
Yes.
We keep running into each other unexpectedly.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's a sign that we need to do something.
Yes,
Once
I
I
do.
finish this directing class, I have so many ideas. For
My
production.
director.
Y'all don't understand.
Yes, Sonya.
My director,
Well, let's
Sonya.
get it going.
I got some ideas.
Yes, get it.
And
Supa-Friends gonna take over.
Absolutely. That's the goal.
I'm going to need some help.
I got you.
listen,
Here we
you
go.
can count on us.
Here we go.
You can count
Here we
on
go.
us.
Yes.
Help. Yeah,
We will be
We're
there.
here.
I'm
I got
serious.
We
you.
will be
We
there.
got you. I got your. We
You
got
can-
your back.
We got your
Supa-Friends
back.
got your back.
Supa-Friends.
I'm serious.
No
Let us know
doubt.
where to be. When and
Put your
where.
hand in.
Well, listen, Super Friends, it's been real. And it's
Yes.